we're back with our slide that shows problem number 1. And problem number 1 tells us in triangle ABC, angle A is 50 degrees, angle B is 60 degrees, and side C is 36 kilometers long. Now bonus points if you can change all of these answers into decimal radians and miles, and then solve using the law of sines after verifying your answer. But what we're asked to do is just to find the measure of angle C in degrees and then find the length of side C. Now if you want to find just the length of side C, too bad. To use the law of sines, you're going to have to find the measure of angle C. This problem didn't originally have a picture, but I think it's really helpful to have a picture whenever we're doing problems that involve triangles, so I drew this picture here. You can see that angle A is 50 degrees, angle B is 60 degrees, and side B is labeled as 36 kilometers. The first thing I want to do is to find angle C. I know that all three angles in my triangle have to add up to 180 degrees, so I'll add together 50 and 60 and subtract that answer from 180 to get 70 degrees. Okay, so this tells me that my picture maybe wasn't the best because I have a pretty big angle there at B, but that's okay. I do want to keep in mind that since C is the biggest angle, the largest side will be directly across from it. Okay, so again, I could have drawn this better, but it's okay for our purposes. My next step, having found angle C, is to find side C. I'm going to use this proportion. You may want to stop at this point and think about why I'm using this form of the proportion. I'm using this form of the proportion because I already have side B and angle B. Also, this fraction on the right-hand side has C in it, and that's what I'm looking to find. So I'll fill this in over here. B is 36 kilometers, and angle B is 60 degrees. That's equal to side C, and the ratio says that I want to find sine 70 in the denominator of that fraction. To solve, I need to get rid of sine of 70 degrees in the denominator of the fraction. So I'll multiply both sides by sine of 70. Multiplying this side, the right, by sine 70 eliminates the denominator, and I'll multiply over here, so I'll have 36 times sine of 70 degrees divided by sine of 60 degrees. Now, if your calculator can handle doing this, I strongly recommend doing it this way. It's going to give you the most precise answer. Otherwise, if you're finding sine of 60 degrees first, be sure that you round off at the 4th decimal place for maximum precision. So, I'll use my calculator that I brought with me and do 36 times sine of 70 degrees divided by sine of 60 degrees. And I get that C has a length of 39.0622887. I'm not going to report all of those numbers. This was a whole number given to me. I'll report one number after the decimal place to give an answer of 39.1, and my units were in kilometers. Looking at my triangle, I say B was across from a 60-degree angle. It was 36 kilometers. I expected C to be bigger, and what do you know? It is. It's not a lot bigger, but it's a reasonable amount. So now you can try. Here's problem 2. And problem 2 says that in a different triangle ABC, angle B is 13.4 degrees. Angle C is 24.8 degrees. And side A is 315 units long. Solve the triangle. Solve the triangle means to find all the missing sides. So I'd like you to pause the video here and to see if you can figure it out on your own before I come back to you with the answer.